Here you go starting already.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. Girl,
You
you gonna go over just a little bit, girl, so I can get in Facebook? Girl, let me put my phone on vibrate, girl, if I had to cuss you out.
Did you need something to drink?
Yes, I'm finna get something.
What, a cocktail?
Mm-hmm. You want to fix it? Cause girl, I always fix the cocktails whenever we here.
I guess I can
Girl,
fix it. What you having?
Surprise me. Just
Let
don't
me
put,
get you
just
up.
don't put no red juice up in here. Hey y'all.
Let me get you up.
It's Thursday.
Hey girl, hey, or hey niece coffee mug. Available at CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Hit the more button at the top of the website and then hit shop. And we'll send these right out to you. Amen. Let me wash my hands.
Amen, but girl, I'm tired of you cutting me off in my intro, child.
What you mean cutting you off?
Y'all, we late because of Craig. He ain't have it together as usual when I come over here, but we gonna see.
Listen, we run.
And girl, make sure you wash your hands.
I just washed them. You heard
Girl, I
me.
ain't see you put no soap on them hands.
You
Just
ain't
how
have
you
to see
did me
it.
last week. Child, I don't know what you be doing with your hands, child.
I just washed my hands. You just saw me. You just heard
Hey
me.
y'all. Child, let me hurry up and do this while you doing it on your
Do what?
Girl, what I told you I was gonna do.
You just turn that damn phone off. Let's see.
What?
Well, we don't have nothing but cran raspberry, so
That's fine.
it's gonna have to be. Let me give you some of this Absolute that I brought back from the Dominican Republic.
I'm just playing. Bitch,
Do
you trying to kill me?
You want pomegranate vodka
Yeah, give me the pomegranate.
with cran raspberry?
Yeah. Child, you a mixologist, honey?
Mm-hmm. You know,
They,
we gotta have
they
options
said
over
that.
here.
They said that.
Hey, girl, hey. Mm-hmm.
What's up, YouTube?
We got a few questions from the viewers that we're gonna answer. I posted this earlier today in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. If you had something that some
You just
advice,
felt damn lie. You ain't post nothing. I posted it.
oh yeah, you did post it. Keon posted it in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. Which coffee mug do you want?
It don't matter.
I'm gonna give you hey knees.
I'm not moving his chair out the screen.
Yes, he is. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Good day. Wait a minute. Why am I not in that screen?
Girl, this how you angered it when I came over here.
You didn't completely move me.
Yeah, because you always trying to get camera time. There you go. Boom. We in there. They talking about they got a jello shot.
Girl,
Girl,
let
the
me-
camera, you feel comfortable?
I feel comfortable. Girl, let me tell you about that gym. That gym is where... Go ahead and hit the share button, niece. Hit the share button. When y'all do y'all hellos, hit the share button.
For those who are adding me, I'm gonna add y'all tonight. I'm gonna go through it.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is Keon. These are my thoughts and my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Listen, we got our Hey Girl, Hey coffee mugs. You can have one too. He got Hey.
Girl, I'm gonna get one with say, hey, auntie. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my own one made. How about that?
No, I'm gonna have my designer go ahead and create one and go ahead and put it out there. Hey,
Girl, I'm gonna trademark it.
hey, auntie.
Hey, auntie.
Oh, auntie.
Yeah.
UNKTIE.
How I always be putting it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome back, bitch, from the Dominican Republic.
Yes. Do you see this tanned? Do I look tanned?
You have got just a pinch of dark.
Look at that. Look at the way I'm peeling on my back.
I seen that.
Can you see the way I'm peeling?
You should have put some
I
cocoa
put-
butter or some baby oil on or something.
I put some I didn't stole. You didn't talk about me stealing the people's slippers.
Y'all, I came here, Craig stealing y'all.
I done stole the people's slippers.
Child, you
look, these are rich slippers. Listen, I done stole 3 pair of them from the room.
Child, you getting back to be that scam that you used to be, child. Stealing all the way from the Dominican Republic.
Thank you, Lola. Lola said we have new merchandise over at CraigTheWriterStewart.com. We got Hey Niece t-shirts. Mine is on the way. But listen, I didn't steal these. These were available in the room. Now, if I was going to wear these in the room, they
was
certainly...
one pair.
No, it was 2 pair in the room.
Oh,
I stole an additional pair off the maid's cart in the lobby, in the hallway.
Yes. You is
Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Hillary. But yeah, that gym is getting me right together. My little trainer. Yes, TRS Turquesas. That's where we stayed. I'm a little sun-kissed. Y'all see them edges coming in too, huh?
Girl, you just had to add that in there. Girl, they ain't coming. Nice one.
You are
They growing.
Girl, but listen.
They growing.
But he told me after the 3rd treatment, I've only had 2.
Okay.
Baby, catch me late October.
Okay. Y'all heard that, right?
You may not even be able to sit this close to me because my head can be beveling all over here.
All right, now we gonna see, child. We gonna see.
Ah! Mm-hmm. All right, so listen. So Keon had posted, are you comfortable holding your thing?
Yes.
Your coffee
You know,
mug?
I need a table right here so I can, just sit it down, child. But for
You
right
wouldn't
now,
sit. You wouldn't sit it because a living object sit. You would set. S-E-T.
girl, here you go. Here you go.
I just want to help you. I don't want you to walk around in the 2019 talking like a slave.
Girl,
Okay, your name is not Nat Turner.
You know how us rich white women speak from the South.
Your name is not Nat Turner. Okay.
Let me get you one of these because I don't want you to say I done messed up your table.
No, I need to move my laptop because if you knock this over,
Girl, you see them cakes, girl. There's all in the camera.
girl, they look a little flat in them sweatpants.
You just
Can you see the
the
comments from right here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so listen. Keon posted in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group earlier today. Those of you that are not in the group, it's free, niece. Go on over there and sign up. Just put your name over there. Just search it in Facebook. But we did a question. He posted a question today saying, listen, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, feel free and we'll go ahead and, take your questions. We'll answer them tonight. Or if you needed a piece of advice, we'll answer that. It can be anonymous if you want. Just, email it to us or whatever. Go ahead and read it from your, you want me to read it?
Yeah, girl.
Pull it up from your phone. We're going to start with the first one. But yeah, the Dominican Republic was great. I had a great time.
That's good.
Today I was very busy working on some things. I'm trying to get on this speaking tour.
Come on, speaking.
Amen.
Tour.
So I had to get me a nice, I had to put together a...
Girl, you had it in your notes.
the one you were just reading.
How you know I was reading it?
Because I saw it right there on your... Because as I was trying to tell you what it was about, I saw you reading
When you
it.
sent it to me at the end. Oh, there you go.
I was putting together, today I was putting together a sizzle sheet. Like a one sheet. Oh, this is good. Cammy said she had this.
You mixed it all right. It's all right.
You like it.
It's all right, child.
It's good, ain't it?
It tastes like juice. Just straight juice, child. It might sneak up on you later.
No, that's just because that's that good mixology. I put pomegranate vodka in there and it's mixed in there nicely with the cran raspberry ocean spray juice. You just used to that cheap juice at your house.
Girl, you always saying that, girl. Come over there. Come look at my bar.
Do you guys support LGBTQ? Yes, absolutely. We donate books to the LGBTQ youth communities across this country. We haven't done it in a while. If you want to give some books, you can.
Girl, put this down so I can see the YouTube comments, child.
My Zelle is, the information is Book the Writer. But anyway, come on, let's get into the first one. Let me read it. You want me to read it or you want to read it?
No, here you go. Because she asked you, child. She ain't asked me. She asked you.
Okay, so here's our first question for the night. Now keep your eyes on the comments and stuff. Because if you have any questions or comments, go ahead or whatever, put it in here and we'll do it live tonight. But here we go. I already did Good Day Thinkers, Thought Leaders. Raquel, she late.
She late.
Okay, so here's the question for the night. I have a brother who has a drug addiction, and he's in and out of treatment facilities and hospitals. And by him using drugs for so long, he has developed mental issues, and he has taken his meds. And he doesn't take his meds like he's supposed to. I wonder if he will ever change. My parents are in their 60s, and they've tried everything they can to help him put... What? Hold on, let me go back. My parents are in their 60s, and they've tried everything they can to help him and put out a lot of money for different treatment programs, etc. He's back in the area and nothing has changed. My parents are still trying to help him, although, hold on, trying to help him, but they've told him he cannot stay with them. He cares more about the drugs than his family. It's sad. He can get He can get good jobs, but when he gets paid by Monday, his whole check is gone. Craig, I know you have dealt with a sibling who dealt with drug addiction. How did you cope with the situation mentally, and what were your conversations like with your sibling to try to continue to encourage them to change? All right, so that's the first one.
Girl, answered before.
Which glass is coffee mug is
Yeah,
yours?
girl, because
I definitely don't need to drink after you.
I don't know where your mouth is.
I don't know if you have.
No, girl, don't touch me, girl.
Girl, I don't know if you have mono, girl.
No, girl. Make sure you keep that cup, because, girl,
Yeah,
you just
you
left
keep
the
yours over
Dominican
there.
Republic, girl. Ain't no telling what y'all did out there. You know how you and your crew get down?
Girl, I'm very holy and saved. I didn't do nothing out there.
Child, it's
Girl, how do you think I got the 43 without contracting an STD?
Girl,
I'm very selective.
like I said, girl, you know how you and your new crew get down, girl?
What new crew?
Your new crew?
I'm 43. I'm saved, and I'm rolled solo.
You know how you and your new crew get down?
What new crew?
Your new crew.
Oh,
Your new crew. Think about it. Your new crew, girl. You don't know how you and your new crew get down?
whispering in my ear. What? All that smacking and shit in my ear. What?
Girl!
You a shady girl.
Bitch! I couldn't say that loud. Because,
You-
girl, they
you-
probably would shut your page down.
You shady.
Girl, I just, you know how you and your crew get down, honey. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, that's my point. I'm not doing anything with anybody else.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, so here's what I will say to you. Yes, you're right. I dealt with both of my siblings, actually. My brother, he's currently in and out of treatment programs, drug treatment programs. But remember, he was in jail for 23 years, right? And so,
They so shady trying to figure out what I'm talking about.
Right.
Y'all shady. Real shady.
but here's the thing. My brother, unbeknownst to me at the time, I mean, he told me later, once he was out of jail, but my brother was actually using drugs in jail. A lot of people don't know this, but they get drugs in jail.
Mhm.
They have their ways of moving it through.
Moving it.
And so he was using drugs in jail. And then now that he's out, he's been on and off drugs, in and out of treatment programs. But I have more experience directly with my sister because I don't live in Maryland. So like my brother's going through that now, but I don't live there, so I don't see it firsthand. My mom has told me certain things. My mother is pretty much over it with him. But with respect to my sister, she was on drugs for many years, and my mom raised her boys because she was on drugs.
She was on drugs.
And I write about that in the first book. But what I'll say is, I remember having a conversation with my sister one day, and I was in college. And I remember going out, those of you that are from Baltimore or know Baltimore, she was living in Cherry Hill,
Okay.
which is a rough area. She was living in Cherry Hill, and I remember going into this little rundown apartment she was living in, and like, you walk in and like the drawers are there are drawers missing from the dresser, and then like the ones that were there, they were kind of like hanging off or
off
what.
the track.
Like, it was just a mess. The place was a mess. And I remember going upstairs to her bedroom. I went there I stopped by there to see my nephew, my youngest nephew, Terrell. I went by there to see him, to see how things were going. And the place was just a mess. And I remember she was lying in the bed, and she had this raggedy, tattered looking nightgown on, this little duster. And so her hair was all over her head. Like, she just looked like something straight out of The Wire or straight out of New Jack City, right? So I remember, having this conversation with her, and I was just really speaking to her out of love and concern. But when a person is on drugs, it's not anything that you can take personally. In the email she said, his priority, or the only thing that he seems to care about is the drug. He cares more about the drugs than his own family.
Mhm.
But the reality is you're in such a fog. It's like a chemical thing that it will cause you to, you know, avoid and just betray family members. I mean, just whatever. Like you're focused on that.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about your own children. You can be gone for days. You could be gone for weeks at a time. And I remember going and having a conversation with my sister, and I was just like, "Don't you want more for yourself? Like, you weren't raised like this. Like, this isn't how we were raised." I was like, "Look around at this place." And she was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with my apartment." Like she's like, "Ain't nothing wrong with ain't nothing wrong." I mean, everybody don't
This
want.
was talking to your sister.
This was me talking to my sister,
Mhm.
and I had gone down there. I was home visiting. I was away at college, but I was home visiting, and I remember stopping by her apartment, and she was like, she said, "Just because you want to wear," because I had on a coat, and she said, "Just because you want to wear all that stuff, and like I ain't interested in that kind of stuff." And I was just like, "But also, don't you want like a better life for yourself? Like, is this all you want for yourself? Is this all you want for your life? Like in terms of wanting to do more, see more, and go out to nice restaurants and just really experience life and just do things." And I remember her saying to me, "I do go to nice places to eat." I said, "Well, where do you go?" "I mean, I go to Red Lobster or something." Girl, I almost fell out there. Listen, I almost fell all over the balcony when she said that. And I was like, okay. But, I was like, but this is not fair to Terrell, which is
Your brother?
my nephew, my youngest nephew. I said, but this is not fair to Terrell. I said, like, you weren't raised like this. You should want to give him more and want him to see more. But she wasn't there. Like mentally, she wasn't there. Like she was in
a whole nother.
She was in a whole nother space, like mentally, right? And so I'll never forget when she finally got clean. Now she's been clean now about 20 years. Yeah, it's somewhere around 20 years that she's been clean. But I remember at one of her celebrations, like they celebrate every year that they've been clean.
That they've been clean, right?
I remember her breaking down at, I don't know if we were at a celebration because I don't know if I went to it or whatever, but I remember having a conversation one day and she was speaking and she was just saying how, and she broke down and she choked up and she was just like, I remember, my brother was the only one that, because my mother, she had
washed her hands.
Gladys had washed her hands of it with good reason though, because my mother had been there behind her for years. Like I remember like, just various things. I mean, I write about it in the first book. I won't go into all that, but
I'll tell you, I'm listening to you, girl. I'm reading these comments.
Reading these comments.
They shady.
What they saying?
Oh, right, girl. And I did not say Oliver. For those who keep saying Oliver, I did not say Oliver. Cause child, y'all have been got some stuff started, child.
But yeah, my mom had done everything that she knew how to do at that point. And so she was just at that, my mom was just at that breaking point where she just wasn't going to do anymore. It was bad enough she was already raising my sister's kids, the two boys. And so she just wasn't doing it anymore. So for me, again, I was away at college, so I wasn't there, even though I had experienced it in high school. It's like my mom and I would take turns picking up my youngest nephew from school and stuff like that.
This is your sister's
sister's kids. My sister's the only one that has kids. I don't have kids. My brother doesn't have kids. And so, so anyway, I remember she was breaking down and just saying how my brother was the only one that hung in there. He never gave up on me. You know what I'm saying? Because even as frustrated as I became, I would always try to like, whisper little things to her and
encouragement.
Right. But she also said in here, in this email, that she feels like because of the drug abuse, that her brother has some sort of mental stuff going on. And what I would say to that is, I wouldn't doubt it. Because after years of using drugs and being on drugs, I really do think, like, for example, like my sister, and this is no shade, this is just the unadulterated truth. My sister started using drugs like when she was like around 19, 20. I really do believe that her mentality stopped at 19. It's just like a person who goes to prison. Like if a person goes to jail at 19 and they're there for 20 years, mentally, a lot of times they're still 19 years old because they didn't grow, they didn't develop. And so, and I have family members that were on drugs, like aunts, uncles, cousins, and a lot of them I believe, have developed mental issues. Because them drugs, those drugs. Listen, I ain't gonna say no names, but I got a relative, I swear she's bipolar because of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
maybe even slightly schizophrenic.
Really?
Like she swears people comes into her apartment, goes in her take her underwear. I'm like,
they ain't funny, but girl.
But it is. She swears somebody that came in and switched out her microwave. We were like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, because I used to be able to fit a whole pizza in my microwave. Now I don't. The thing won't even fit it. So, girl, you think somebody came in and unhinged your microwave?
Just came and took it out.
Just took it out.
Yours on everybody.
Out of everybody else.
Girl.
They coming to get your panties.
Girl.
She goes up to the bank. She be arguing with the people. What happened to my money? Girl. She be arguing with the
They
people.
just fucking with her.
Listen, they just fucking with her.
They
But
just
listen,
fucking
let me
with
tell you how cuckoo she is. No shade. She got a padlock on the outside of her door. Not only does she lock it on the inside, but when she leaves out, she has a padlock to lock it on.
Is it the twisted one, bitch? Is the
Girl,
one with the
girl,
key?
it's the one with the key. It's the one. Look. It's the one with the key.
I know which one you're talking about. See, that's why I'm laughing, bitch. That's not funny.
Oh my God.
So how did it affect you?
It affected me in the sense of, here's the thing, and I talk about this in reference to my brother in the book, but it's one of those things, especially when we talk about black folks, it's one of those things that we really don't talk about within our families. Like, nobody ever sat me down and said, Craig, this is what's going on with your brother. This is what's going on with your sister. And I think that sometimes we do our children a disservice because we don't have those kinds of conversations with our kids to let them know what's going on. All I know is my nephew, both of them, moved in at some point. You know what I'm saying? Now, my oldest nephew, he's always lived with us. But my youngest nephew, he was with us sometimes, then he would live with her, and then he'd come with us. Like, so he was back and forth. But nobody ever said, okay, so listen, this is what's about to happen. Same was true with my brother when he went to jail. Like, I just know that I saw the shit on the news. Like, they literally showed my mother's house on the news.
Oh, girl, y'all got famous.
Girl, listen.
Girl, y'all was famous, girl.
But listen, and then I remember seeing it in the Baltimore Sun newspaper, sentenced to 45 years. I remember, he served 23. But he was sentenced to 45. And I remember seeing that in the paper. And I remember the day after it was on the news, it was on the local news, my mother said to me, listen, if you don't want to go to school today, because she thought I was going to be embarrassed. She said, if you don't go to school today, you don't have to go to school. And that's the only time my mother ever told me I could stay home from school. And I was just like, girl, I'm going to school. They don't know that's me. You know what I'm saying? Because my sister and brother have the same father. My mom was married to their father first. And then she met my father. And so I really do think that I'm the only sane one. Because they both are.
That semen that you got.
That semen that made me was a different kind.
It was a different breed.
Because, girl, my brother went to jail for 23 years. And my sister.
But, girl, the apple don't fall too. You was a scammer and schemer.
But I never got caught.
But, girl, luckily. So, girl, all of it was mixed the same, child. You just turned out to be a little bit okay. Just a little bit. Because, girl, you be in here talking to yourself, too.
I talk to myself as an entrepreneur. I do kind of talk.
Because you talk to yourself, too, girl. So, girl, it's still the same thing.
No. I might talk out loud to, like, rehearse.
You don't talk to yourself, girl?
You do, too.
No, we ain't talking about me.
I do talk to myself out loud.
You talk to yourself.
I do talk to myself out loud, like to kind of rehearse things that I'm going to say. Like, for example, like I have this speaking thing, August 23rd in Columbia, South Carolina. And I'm already kind of like, because I don't read from a paper. Like, I don't write things that I speak from the cuff.
Okay.
And so I'm already rehearsing in my head. So sometimes I kind of say things out loud like that. But I'm not like having a conversation with myself.
Because I've been on the phone with you sometime. I'd have heard you playing. So I said, this bitch talking to me. That's why I'm like, huh? Girl, you talking to me or who you talking to?
Lying.
Y'all just heard him say that he...
I ain't never talked to myself while I'm on the phone with somebody.
How you know what you do when you're on the phone?
Bitch, I'm present. What you mean?
Girl, because I heard you, bitch, you be talking, or I be around, you be watching. Who this bitch talking to?
Wait, who is it? Talking to yourself is fine. Thank you, the C bus.
Don't justify it because it's Craig now.
Don't justify it because she do it herself.
Right.
Listen, I need me another one of these cocktails. It's kind of tasty.
Right.
All right, so
I'm trying to see these next questions, honey, because it's a whole bunch of them.
Oh, wait. What was that? Somebody said something about some books. I need 2 of his books in Memphis. Hey, Carmen, you got Cash App, niece? 2 books is $36. We cover the shipping over here at Impeccable Works. 1 book is $22, $36, $354. I have Zelle. My email address for Zelle is booktherewriter@gmail. Or you can Cash App me. My Cash App is The Writer. Right. Arnisha Quinn said, answering yourself is the problem. Talking to yourself is perfectly normal. Okay, then let's get to the next question.
Girl, because you answer yourself too.
No, I don't. Let me tell you about this air fryer, though. Girl, I didn't fry, air fried me some stuff.
Girl, let me adjust your AC, child. You got it so hot in here, girl.
Girl, it's not. I got it turned all the way down. What is it on, like 60? It's
girl,
this.
This is an old unit, honey, girl.
It's a what, girl?
It's an old unit. You gonna freeze it, bitch. You got it on 55. That old unit. Girl, you gonna freeze it, bitch. You gonna be mad with me because it ain't working. Girl, don't try to accommodate me like that, bitch. Turn on 65 or something.
Listen, look. Deborah says, I am a recovering addict and has been clean for 11 years. My question is, I know I'm delivered and not in recovery. Do you think a recovering addict can have a small drink and it won't lead them back to addiction? Ooh, Deborah, now that's a slippery slope, niece. That's a slippery slope. I want to say that I don't think that it will be a problem if you have a cocktail from time to time. But the question is, will you start to crave more of a high? You know what I'm saying? Because like having a drink gives you a little buzz,
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that it would take you to that next level of craving?
I personally think...
I would say stay away from it.
That's what I was going to say. I think you should stay away from it. I know someone personally who is an alcoholic. And...
How old is he?
It's an older person.
Older like what?
Like older than you.
Are you trying to say something? You know what? I'm gonna pop on this live one day. I'm gonna put this shit black, and I'm gonna let you know that I can pass for 30, 32.
Girl, we'll give it 35.
No.
We'll give it 35, girl. We'll give it 35.
Go ahead. So anyway, you know an addict, a crack addict.
No, girl. We talking about
alcoholic.
Alcoholic. And I personally think once you start to wean yourself away from it, you shouldn't get back onto it.
I would agree.
Because I know the different changes that you can go through. So I feel like you shouldn't put yourself back into that because that is a hell of a drug.
It is.
It's a hell of a drug.
And the thing is, I think that, and the reason why I say it's a slippery slope is because you may start off being in control,
right.
and you just may have an occasional drink for a year or 2 years, but then something cataclysmic happens in your life. Let's say a parent dies, or you lose your job. Certain things start to happen in your life, and it triggers you to really go beyond just that occasional drink.
And you know what I think with drinking? I think more so like when you're going through something, start from your younger, like when you're younger, and you drink to forget it or to make you feel better.
to numb yourself.
To numb yourself.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you should stay away from it.
Yeah, I would say stay away. Get you some O'Doul's, niece. That's a non-alcoholic beer. My sister used to drink those.
And now you know they have like medicine and patches and stuff for it too. Like I used to do drugs and stuff.
Well, we need to send some down there to Fort Myers to Rita. For them
Leave
cigarettes.
Rita alone.
Is she in here?
I ain't see her come in today, but you know Rita my girl.
I don't smell it.
I don't see Alicia. I don't see Tiffany. I would drink wine at 7 a.m. if I went.
Can alcoholism be genetic? What do you think?
You know what? I personally think yes.
I do too.
I think yes. I really do think.
Because, you know, I told you guys about this show that Wendy, not Wendy Newman, it's another Wendy. I can never remember your last name. I'm sorry. But Wendy, who told me about the TV show on Netflix called Dr. Foster, there's a line in that show. I'm a sucker for a good line in a song. I'm a sucker for a good line in a movie or a TV show. And there's a line in that show where Tiffany's there. There's a line in that show where where the woman says, "Sons are their fathers." And they were talking because there was a guy in the show who's an alcoholic, and he said that his father was addicted to scotch. What you laughing at?
Because I just read one of them comments, girl. I'm sorry. They said, "Bitch, why y'all asking Craig like he a doctor?"
Who said that? Oh, over the YouTube. Is it me or does Craig make all these answers about him? Well, girl, am I not supposed to speak from a place of a personal place? What is she? We had such a peaceful night last night without Gia.
That's my girl.
Here she go.
She said she addicted to porn.
I'm gonna let you read that email she sent me. She got a little friend that's locked up too.
Gia, let me give you some advice. Y'all don't tell Craig y'all personal business. Girl, it'll be on Facebook Live. How you know that girl wanted you to know?
Girl, she just triggered me just then. She just
See,
triggered me, girl. And I had this alcohol, so it slipped out.
I was just talking to you about that earlier.
But it slipped out. She triggered me though.
That is a prime example.
She just
y'all
tried
go
me,
back
though.
to the last live, and I said how you just slip and say stuff.
She just triggered me.
That was
though.
a perfect example right there.
She just triggered me.
Girl, you talk too much.
And see, Yap just said, see, that's why I need to delete YouTube. Phyllis Edmondson said she couldn't get into Dr. Foster's niece. Why? I was pulled in right in the first episode. Okay, let's get to our next question. We're still paying attention to any questions coming in through here too. Okay, so go ahead. You want to read the next one?
Girl, why they keep coming to this question? This question is for me.
It says Craig or Keon.
No, I ain't see that one. I was talking about that one. But girl, we'll get into that. That one is a two-part question.
Oh, so you gonna go to the one about you first?
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get.
So anyway, you all know that Keon was texting some man when Keon was 14 years old. He was texting some man, a family friend, to suck his dick. He asked if he could suck the man's dick when he was 14. So this is. I had to set up the question.
Girl, you just love saying.
Because there are a lot of people.
Was asking this person.
There are a lot of people that are in here that may not know the background. So go ahead.
She asked, why if I knew that I liked the men at 14 years old.
If you knew that what?
Like that. Girl, that's a southern thing, girl.
How many EDs are on liked? Liked it. you what?
Bitch, I knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. Just like son.
Son.
Yeah.
I son.
Me and Madison got it so bad.
Son is not past tense for sent. The word is sent.
Girl,
I sent you.
That's how we talk, girl.
Go ahead.
But anyways.
If you knew you liked
it.
Liked it.
Men at 14, why did I pursue women? The question.
So did y'all get that? Did y'all catch that?
Girl, because you always trying to correct me. They understand exactly how I be talking.
I'm from Maryland. Go ahead. So the question is.
And that's how I spelled too.
Liked it. Right. Tammy Brownlee spelled it correct the way that he says it.
Right. You love when they talk about that, girl.
My girl Charla said, correct, Keon, that is not Southern knees.
It is. You know, we talk way different from your people.
Tanari, you know what? People, listen, Tanari said, a writer always corrects us in our broken grammar. You know what? I usually don't, especially when I first meet somebody, and you know how when you first getting to know somebody and they texting you and stuff, I've had so many guys say to me,
I hate when. Go ahead.
I'm really making sure that I'm typing everything correctly because I know you're a writer and you're probably analyzing. And I'm like, no, I really am not. Like, I really don't. Really.
It's just a habit with you.
But go ahead.
But the reason why is because I was young. I didn't know if I was on like women or men at the time. But I knew I loved a man such. But it wasn't at that exact moment. I was just trying to try some things out. Just I was always around my girl cousins. They used to talk about what they did and how they wanted to do this and what they did. So I wanted to give me a piece too. Shit, I wanted to see what they were talking about. I wanted to see because all my cousins is older than me. Right. I was the baby. I'm always the baby out of everybody. And girl, I just wanted to see what they was talking about because they said it was fun. So girl,
sucking dick
and putting your legs back. So I wanted to see how it was too.
Oh.
So girl, he was the first girl. Let me do this to you. And girl, it backfired on me, honey. It backfired so bad.
The C-Bus. I just made you a moderator on
and it
on
plays
YouTube.
In my head sometimes. Like, I just bust out and start laughing. Because my mom said, the way she looked at me, and she said, you know how to do that?
What she really wanted to say was, can you show me?
Show me? Because, girl, I need some tips.
Can you show me some things?
Yeah, she looked at me.
Nothing has happened. We're just talking in general. They keep asking, what happened to LTR? Nothing has happened, niece. Nothing has happened. I have not done anything, niece. He was just talking about the DR.
You ran that man off.
I don't run anybody off.
But girl, we ain't gonna get into that.
I love well. Don't ever forget that. I love well.
What, like Matthew said, allegedly, girl. We're gonna put that up. Okay, Kim, would you still have sex with women? No, because I'm comfortable with myself now, so it ain't.
Who asked that?
Coco.
Oh, Coco Matthews.
Coco Matthews
Would
said,
you,
I still
would you
have
have sex with women?
No.
He probably can't get no hard for no woman.
You know what I said? I want to see, but girl, I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. That was years ago, child. Since I've been with a woman.
Well, you know, here's the thing, and this was an experience that I had with Rocky, second book. So he was married, but remember, his wife was a virgin before they got married, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was never really pushing the issue of having sex with her before they got married because he's a bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so he was never really looking to put his dick in nobody,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what I've come to understand about men who get married to women or men who are in relationships with women that claim to be bisexual or that are bisexual, whatever, not claim, not just claim, but I'm speaking specifically about gay men who claim to be bisexual. I'm not talking about bisexual men. What I've learned is the longer they're in a relationship with a woman, the less capable they are of being aroused or being able to perform. Like there was a guy who I used to promote my first book on Jacked. And so for a long time, I had sold more books on Jack than I had sold anywhere else. And I'm going to tell you, for those who about to ask me, I ended up getting off of Jack because, first of all, I started getting recognized too much. You know what I'm saying? It became
But
a
girl,
thing.
you still on Jack.
No, I'm not, bitch.
Girl, go ahead. Continue.
If there is a profile out there on Jack with me on there, girl, it ain't me. Somebody's spoofing you.
Like that man did before? Or that
Right,
was- or
somebody
that was
named-
Grindr?
No, it wasn't
It was
Grind.
Jack.
It was Jack, but no, I don't know if it was, well, probably Jack, but it was also on Tinder.
What-
Some of these people sent it to me.
Yeah,
I didn't
what
even
you
know.
ask? What are you asking me? Ask it again, because she keeps saying something. I was trying to figure out what she was talking about.
So what I come to understand is a lot of the, so what I was saying was that I used to promote my books on Jack, and so there was a guy in Delaware who was married, who wanted me to fuck him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he used to talk about he was gonna drive to Maryland. I was living in Maryland at the time.
Mm-hmm.
This was before I had moved back to Atlanta, and so I was living in Maryland at the time. There's a question over here.
Yeah, I
And
see
so
it, yeah.
I was living in Maryland at the time. He was in Delaware, and he used to talk about coming down to Maryland so I could fuck him. And he was in a relationship with a girl. They had a kid, and they had been together for years. And one of the things that he said to me, and it just kind of clicked for me, he said, when I first got into the relationship with her, I was slightly attracted to guys. But then once he started to cheat on her with guys and have more, he started to have more attraction to guys. So his attraction for men grew and his attraction for women waned.
Mm-hmm.
It attenuated. And so, and the same was true with the guy down in Tupelo, Mississippi. Again, I was on Jacked at the time. And I'm telling you, I used to go on in, I used to type in different cities, and I would type in different zip codes, and the profiles would come up, and I would just swipe past each one of them because they would see that I had visited their profile, and then they would come to my page, and on my page, my page said, if you're on this app, then you must watch this video. And I had a hyperlink that took you to my YouTube channel, and there's a video on my YouTube channel where I'm reading a chapter from this from the first book called Testing the Waters. And it never failed. These guys would order the book. So that's how I sold more books on Jack than I had at any other place.
You know what? I never had a Jack.
Really?
I
So this
never
guy
had
in
one.
Tupelo, Mississippi was married. He had been married for 25 years. And I've told this story before. He was married for 25 years. But for 10 of those 25 years, he was in a relationship with a man. And he was a bottom. This guy was a bottom. He had a wife and 3 kids.
You know what? Usually,
And he and his wife weren't really having sex.
I'll say 80% of the time,
Mhm.
men who be with women, they like to bottom.
They do.
They like the bottom.
And I've explained this to them before on here. I think what happens is
They get
No, I think what happens is they get married, even if it's on a subconscious level. They get married or they get into a relationship with a woman to assert their masculinity because in the bedroom they're feminine.
They're
if you
feminine.
will.
Right,
They
right,
want to
right.
be fucked. But so what was the question over here on YouTube?
Try so many questions.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, they got a lot of fun. Yeah, so yeah, somebody's been using my pictures to catfish. I've gotten pictures from people, people inbox messages from a lot of you guys on my Facebook or my email saying that there was a profile of me on Plenty of Fish. There was a profile of me in some Facebook group. It was a heterosexual group, though.
Let me ask a Sam Smith
Tinder.
question. When I date, I only date one person. I don't have time no more to juggle. Girl, that's a job.
That is a job.
It's a job. You got to entertain this one one day, entertain that one the other day. I don't have time for it. I'd had my whole stage in my whole days. When I'm dating, it's only one person. I want to get to know one person. If that one don't work, that's it.
Now here's the thing. This is one of the things that LTR and I had in common when we first started talking, because they keep bringing him up. But one of the things that we used to talk about is one of our fears of dating, and I don't mean being in a relationship, because there's a distinction between dating and being in a relationship. And you know, I'll be the first to tell you, I think that when you're dating, you have the liberty to date whomever you want.
Right?
That doesn't mean you fucking them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that sometimes we blur the dating process. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I'm talking about in this book that I'm writing now. There's a chapter called Dating. Because I just think that sometimes we think that if I'm on a date with you, if I meet you and we're out having coffee this week, and then we go out to the movies next week, and then I see you again for dinner the week after that, right? And then I meet somebody the day after we go to dinner. I can go out to dinner with him if I want to. We ain't in no relationship. But we have this thing where we kind of feel like, because I've gone out with you 2 or 3 times, that all of a sudden
you're my boyfriend.
Yeah, you have rights to me, or all of a sudden I don't know. All of a sudden I have some sort of a commitment to you.
Commitment to you.
And
right.
I'm just like, no, that's not dating. But what I will say to you is that when I was in my 20s, I believed in all of that.
Ooh,
but
that
now,
was years ago. Oh my bad. I'm sorry. It was just it's a normal reaction, girl. But back in the day, when you was in your 20s, you used to date multiple men. That's what you said. Girl, I was trying to figure out, pick up what you're laying down. So keep going.
Hey, Fierce Coco Estes. She says, hello, I'm a new subscriber. Hey, girl, hey, niece. What I was going to say was, when I was in my 20s, they think that's so funny on Facebook. When I was in my 20s, I remember when I was dating Carrington.
Okay.
First book. When I was dating Carrington, he was one of 6. I was only fucking 2.
So you say.
Was it 2?
Girl,
I think it was only 2.
you had 6 people that you was dating.
Right. At the time, I had cornrows, so one of the guys, he's the cornrow.
Oh, you was a true punk, or you was a real punk?
No, mine was my cornrows were very masculine. I used to wear it with Timberlands.
Girl, your clothes was bad. It was bad.
It was very masculine.
Let me ask you this: have you ever? Okay, so
yes, the Cash App is working. My Cash App is the writer. What's yours?
Keon
yours
Stafford.
is 2.
Mine is Keon Stafford.
Can you make us another cocktail?
Yeah, girl, because that cocktail that you had. So let me ask this question.
I'm gonna need you to wash your hand.
Girl, because
What's the question you need to ask?
so
Sit down.
girl, because I'm finna get ready and fix this dream.
Go ahead. What?
Have you ever been in a situation where people view you online and they feel that you this masculine type dude, but when they meet you,
No, I've never had that happen.
girl, you didn't let me finish.
I already know where you're going.
Because
with
girl,
this.
when I met you, girl, I thought you was a masculine girl. Until I see you swishing, girl, and walk around. I said, "Look at this bottom, girl. She right here talking about she a top girl. She a bottom, girl."
Girl, you just want to be in good company, girl. You the only bottom in the house, okay?
No, girl, I burst, girl.
Girl, no, you verse bottom.
But girl, it don't matter, girl. Still burst. But if I burst bottom,
Girl, stop running my water. I'm paying for that.
girl, you said an apartment complex. Y'all pay.
No, this is a condo, bitch.
Girl, they the same thing.
You narrow neck.
Girl, you stay in the apartment, girl. All y'all bills is the same, girl. That wasn't shade. Because child, people always.
Girl, fix your drink first. I mean, is that my glass, my mug you
your
got?
glass.
Okay, fix mine first, because I don't want you to.
Girl.
Here, get yours.
Can I fix yours first?
So anyway,
What your liquor?
how did Keon and I meet? Keon used to come over to the house at the show, the Monday show.
Girl, I should never spoke to you.
And
It's
girl, that's too much alcohol in there. Girl, you know I only eat plants and vegetables.
Girl, you gonna be told.
She trying to get some of this dick.
Girl,
But anyway,
why would you say that, girl? First of all, bitch, you ain't dark skinned, number one, and I have a
girl,
man,
I got a nice tan tonight.
girl, and I have a man at home, girl,
Girl,
that
that don't mean
I am
nothing.
in love with, girl. And
Oh, now you in love?
and nobody can take
Oh, you
it,
in
and
love?
I am.
You in love?
And nobody can take his place.
What constitutes being in love? For you. She thinking. I'm listening. We're listening.
Girl, worry about you in
What constitutes love?
Worry about you in LTR.
What
Girl,
constitutes love?
Worry about you in
You should be
LTR.
able to articulate that.
Hold on, girl. Let me finish this.
You should be able to articulate that. I'm listening. We're listening.
Girl, don't try to put me on Front Street, girl. You worry about you in LTR.
But she in love.
You just worry, girl, cause I don't have to say all of that.
But she in love. Do we need to move to the next question?
Go ahead.
She in love.
Girl, you told me you was in love with LTR, girl. Yeah, I ain't seen the hurt.
I ain't never told
I ain't
you
seen
that.
the hurt from him, girl.
You ain't supposed to.
And like 20.
You ain't supposed to.
Well, girl, I ain't looking.
You ain't supposed to.
Girl,
See, that's the problem with you young folks anyway. You millennials, y'all celebrate too much on social media.
Girl, you
And
should.
then your relationship is shattered by Instagram and Facebook. You don't need to hear from him or hear about him.
Girl, I don't need that. Are you right?
You need to keep your business at home.
It is
But anyway,
at
I
home.
wasn't finished. I know what I was gonna say. When I was in my 20s, I was literally dating like multiple people.
Where with it?
What?
I just seen it. Oh my god. Oh. I do. And it's only when I'm talking to you.
What?
I say girl.
You bullshit, because you say that shit to that boy, your little... Ooh, I almost said something. Ooh, I almost said something. You say that to that boy DeAndre. Girl, why my water over there dripping? I can hear it.
I can't help that your faucet is broke.
It's not broke, bitch. Your wrist is broke.
Girl, your faucet broke.
It
First
is
of all, you in a condo and all your bills is together, girl. Your water bill ain't
My
gonna go
bills
up.
are not together, you
Girl,
bitch.
your water bill ain't gonna go up, girl. If I turn it on and just let it run,
My water bill does go up. I just paid it yesterday.
ain't nothing but $25.
It's $29.80 every month.
I was close. Oh, you on the fixed income?
But budget billing.
Girl, you on the fixed income?
Budget billing. The budget billing needs.
Girl, she on the fixed income, honey.
Okay? But in my 20s, I used to date multiple people.
Go
And
ahead.
here's what I would say to women, especially. Hey, Terry Williams. Here's what I would say to women, especially. You all need to date multiple people. Because women I believe, women tend to fall faster than men. So I think that you need to date often, and you need to allow a man to adore you. You need to allow a man to earn you.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to earn you. Stop doing so much.
So what you say to the people who have sex on the first night? Do you think they testing the waters to see if they can be in a relationship, or just a friendly fuck?
Girl, sometimes it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Now, LTR, now, we waited a while. Let me see. September, October, November, December. We waited like 5 months.
You and LTR waited 5 months?
Yes.
Y'all waited 5 months.
When I really like somebody, I wait.
Why would you wait?
Because I want to get to know the person. Because, see, for me, there's a chance if I fuck you early, I may not fool with you no more. Now, that doesn't always mean that. But, you know, I just try to take my time. You know what I'm saying? But at 43, I'm not trying to date multiple people. So that's what I was going to say earlier. That was one of the things that LTR and I had in common, too. Like, we wanted to meet somebody. Like, he was just like, Craig, I'm only talking to you. Like he can't help if other people are texting him.
Okay, so
I can't help if other people are texting me. But the bottom line is, he was the only person that I was going out to dinner with and spending, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing with. Because that was one of our fears about dating, is that you trying to invest in somebody and here they all over town dating and fucking other people.
So that's gonna lead into my question. What I was gonna say.
What?
So when you're dating in the dating stage, and you are only messing with this one person, and your partner or the person that you're dating is messing with multiple people, how would you feel?
Well, I approach dating like, it just so happened that he is the kind of person that is.
I'm not talking about him.
I know, but what I'm saying is when when he and I started talking, and even before him, I assume when I meet you that you're dating or at least fucking somebody. You got a fuck buddy or something. I go in with that assumption. Cause see, I understand that relationships and love
All day in my head, cause I was finna ask you that name.
Relationships and love are not about ownership or control.
Okay, so how long did y'all wait to jack off or to give each other oral sex?
Now that was quick, but the sex.
So what's the difference?
There is a difference. There is definitely a difference between like when you actually enter somebody, or somebody enter you.
Girl, I bottom, bitch. I do,
and it's okay.
and it's okay. And
We're not here to shame anybody.
But also, I'm not the top. Girl, just like last week, girl, when we was talking and you said that you were just topping, you kept saying that you was topping LTR.
No. I ain't never.
And then you said that you bottom.
First of all, I don't talk to you about sex like that.
You don't.
I don't. Right. So don't sit here trying to act like I talk to you about.
That particular night, we was talking, and the whole night you said that you were topping. And then I said, well, when the last time that you bottomed? And you said, oh, well, when me and LTR, but girl, you was portraying that you was a top is what I was saying.
No. I don't portray anything. That's what I do. But I don't talk to you about. I don't talk to people about what I'm
doing in the bed.
I
never come to you and say,
what I'm saying is, when I'm currently dating somebody, I think it's a form of disrespect to talk to anybody about what you're doing sexually. So I don't talk to anybody about what he and I are doing sexually. Mm-hmm. I just think that's a form of disrespect.
Okay.
I just don't.
But what I was saying was, when we're talking, you automatically say,
because that's what I crave.
Oh, girl, I top.
Because that's what I crave.
Right,
and that's
but
what
you
I
out
do.
there on bottom. Don't bottom shame. Girl,
I'm not bottom shaming.
Girl, you get your cakes beat up too.
No, he doesn't.
You don't get them beat up, Craig?
No. I shared my cakes with him.
And they got beat up.
That was very passionate and sensual.
Girl, however you want to put it, they were beat. But girl, you just kill me. Someone said, Kim, we know you're a fool. Only if y'all can see.
And what I also said to you last week, and all these people who trying to take your side, I said I enjoy gay sex. That's what I said to you.
You did say
I know I did.
Gay sex?
Y'all better go back and watch that video. I know what I said.
Child, you just be acting like you just this whole man out here.
Girl, first of all, why are you attaching masculinity with sexual positions, little lady?
You know what?
You need to get you a tissue, girl, because there's a visitor coming. Yeah. Don't breathe too hard.
Oh, girl, you got one in your nose too. You do. Look. No friends in the right nostril. Go get the paper towel. Oh, girl, you flicking them on your mirrors and stuff.
I ain't flicking it on mirrors.
With that bob, she gonna come next week. She gonna come this week or next week.
I think I'm gonna have her come next week.
Girl, I ain't got no boogie in my nose.
You probably
that was my nose ring.
No, it was blowing, girl. It was moving.
How you gonna tell me? Look at my tissue, clean.
Girl, it probably blew out from here to there.
Child, you just wanted to tell them people I had a boogie and I didn't. Let's answer the next question.
What's the next question? Selena said, Craig, I'm really digging this air fryer. This fried chicken is bomb. Look at her. She's frying chicken. Yeah, I like my fryer too. I put portobello mushroom in it. I put eggplant in it. I've done zucchini, squash. Excuse me. And I did something else.
I was trying to see something. Child, so many questions.
Oh wait, what did Tiffany Smith Bell just say right there? Tiffany Smith Bell said that is most men though. If they hit early, they normally outgone what? They normally don't stay around. Basically, is what she said right there.
Go back to your notes over here because you had a question over here.
Thank you, LaShonda Williams.
It was a question that I skipped.
Over here?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Go to your notes.
To my notes?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so the other question was, how, Craig or Keon, how would you handle an associate sleeping with your partner behind your back? Do you eventually forgive them?
For me, it's only one question. I'm going to whoop your ass. Both of them. Because number one, you know this my man. And number two, you know this my associate. Girl, it's no understanding in that.
I'm going to tell you what somebody told me years ago. Because you know sometimes you young girls, you shack up early. You start living together quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you in your last situation.
No, girl.
You know, like you in your last situation.
Okay, keep going. Because I'm going to get you together. You got me on that one.
Oh, absolutely.
You got me back. You got me back. He was waiting, girl. You was waiting. So you just got me back on that one. So, girl, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you back, girl. Go ahead. So, just like me in my last situation, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
We moved in too quick.
And you had co-sign and stuff on cars and stuff.
Girl, I was in love, girl.
You in love then too, girl. You in love then. So, a friend of mine, so you live together, and then you start having your friends over and stuff. And so every time your man come home, this is for the ladies too. Every time your man comes home, you got one of your girlfriends over there, or you got one of your gay friends over there, right? Mm-hmm. And every time your man comes home, you got company. And then let's just say you so trusting and da-da-da, you be like, oh, well, stay right here. I'll be back. I'm going to run to the store. And you leave your man with your friend at the house. A friend of mine told me years ago, he said, you don't leave nobody at your house with your man.
With your man.
If you got to go to the store, they come into the store too.
We all gonna go.
You're right. And
you gonna come with me because my man. You
gonna come with me.
Right.
And the thing is, you don't always need to have company at your house when your man comes home.
Right.
Like for me, I know when I come home, I don't want to see everybody.
I don't want to see everybody. No, I agree with that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
And so for me, the question was, if an associate cheated, would you be able to forgive?
And you know what people
For me, if it was an associate, I'm not forgiving. I'm just going to cut you off.
Cut you off, right.
Now, whether or not I can forgive the guy I'm in a relationship with, that's a different conversation. Because I've told you guys, and I've not been shy to say it, I don't know if I'm built from that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Where I can move past cheating. But again, this TV show on Netflix called Dr. Foster.
So you ain't never been cheated on?
Yeah, I was cheated on in 2009, and I was done. Mm-hmm. I was done.
I can't move past it.
Yeah, but see, that was 2009, so that was 10 years ago.
Well, let me rephrase what I'm saying. I can move past it because I've been cheated on. I can move past it, but I won't never forget. And we probably won't be together because you.
So then you can't move past it.
Why not?
Because see, moving past it is being able to work through it and maintain a relationship. In my
Rashida.
Listen, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff. I did see her at the Z Galleries last week, though.
But my thing is, okay, maybe one time, you make him move past it. My mom always say, slap me once, shame on you, slap me twice, shame on me. You ain't finna cheat on me multiple times and think I'm finna just forgive you every time.
Well, see, that's my issue with forgiving someone who cheated. Mm. And let me make a distinction here. Just because a person cheats doesn't mean that they're a cheater. Right?
Okay.
Because just because a person cheated once doesn't mean they're going to continue a pattern. But see, my fear is that if I forgive you and we try to work past it and work through it, that I'm really teaching you or telling you that oh, he'll be mad for about 3 months, 6 months, but then he'll move past it. I don't want to feel like I'm teaching you that it's okay and you can do it again.
My thing is, if someone cheat, how you react determine if they're gonna cheat again. So,
see, I don't know if I'm made of that stuff because see, my peace of mind is more important.
It's more important.
And
right.
see, I'm not the kind of person. I am not the kind of person that if I text you or I call you and you don't answer or you don't respond within a certain amount of time. Some of y'all are absolutely crazy. You text somebody, they don't respond in 3 to 5 minutes. You psycho. I'm not that person. But if you cheat on me, I will become that person. Because your peace of mind is gone. Right. And my peace of mind is far more important to me. So that's why I don't know if I can move past it.
Right.
But that's
I agree. I agree on that.
But that's the penalty of cheating. And I think that when you're the person who cheated, you carry the burden, the responsibility, the onus of dealing with all of that psychoses that come with that.
Jaquan Penn said, well, what is cheating?
Cheating is anything that you wouldn't do in the front cheating is anything that you wouldn't do in front of your partner.
Spouse. Girl, you got excited, didn't you?
I did.
You wanted to get that out.
I did.
Yeah, that's what cheating is.
Cheating doesn't have to be a deal breaker, Terrence. It doesn't, but for me it is. And I'm talking about that in the book that I'm writing now. There's a difference between deal breakers and boundaries. And just because cheating is a deal breaker, say for instance you and I were in a relationship, just because cheating is a deal breaker for me doesn't mean it's a deal breaker for you. Mm-hmm. You may be able to forgive me if I cheated.
No,
but that don't mean that I'm able to forgive you.
I will say this. In my past relationship, being cheated on, I did forgive and tried to work and move past it. And now you see where I'm at today. I'm in a whole nother relationship. But if that was to happen again, that would be, it won't go how it went the first time.
Somebody said, I have Divine Feminine Energy. She said, I have never reconciled a relationship if a man cheated, ever. But I've always forgiven. She's forgiven, but she's never maintained the relationship. Mm-hmm. But here's what I will say. Oh, Tanari says she wants a wrench. Let me give Tanari a wrench. Make her a moderator over here on YouTube. Oh, wait a minute. But, here's what I will say. Oh, wait, it's moving so fast. These comments are moving so fast on YouTube. But here's what I will say about cheating. And this goes back to what I was saying. Look at Jaquan asking for clarity. So texting and liking someone pics on Instagram is cheating? No, I didn't say that. But what are you texting?
Right.
You texting your ass and your dick and stuff like that.
And you know what?
Absolutely.
I read something the other day. It said sex don't just come from sex. It starts with sneaky conversation.
Absolutely. It's the emotional connection.
It's the emotional connection first, right.
But here's what I was going to say. That's why it goes back to that television, that movie that I told you guys about. One True Thing with Meryl Streep. Remember, he cheated on her and she said, there isn't anything that you know about your father that I don't already know. But when you're young, you talk about all of the things that you're not going to put up with. But once you've slept next to a person for 1,000 mornings in a row, there's certain things that you learn to overlook. Mm-hmm. So what I say to that is, I can say that I would never deal with cheating, but let's just say I was in a relationship with somebody for 20 years. I can't say to you that I would be willing to walk away after 20 years just because of one infraction. You know what I'm saying? You have to kind of weigh.
I know people that have been together 20 plus years and their spouse have cheated and they're still together. And then on the other hand, I know some people that are older who their spouse cheated on them and it's over with.
Right.
Some people can deal with it, and me, I'm just a person I can't deal with it.
Enchanted Ways said, if the act of cheating was a one-night stand, is that a deal breaker? But see, that's the thing. That's what I was just saying a moment ago. I don't know if it's just going to be a one-night stand.
Right.
If I could see into the future and know that it was a one-time thing and there was no emotional connection, then yeah. But that's the thing. That's the chance you take because you don't know if it is just an isolated incident. And I'm not willing to really risk my heart at that.
Like you said, a peace of mind. Because once somebody do something one time, and you say you forgive me, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. If like you use the texting thing, for example. If you texting somebody and you know they haven't cheated on you or entertained anybody.
But it's leading up to it. In your mind, if they text you, if you're texting them, responding 3 to 5 minutes, okay, you're fine. You know, okay, maybe they're busy. But girl, like you said, once they cheat,
and
then they don't respond, You damn near up at that
Let
job.
me tell you, one time I was working overnight, and my past situation didn't answer when I was working overnight.
You left your job. Now, see, that's the difference between me and a young girl. I said to myself years ago, I'm never going to let a motherfucker come between me and my money. I might be hurt, but I'm not going to miss work for your ass.
But girl, I was with people. People was there. But
So you done left your job and went to see what he was doing.
No, girl.
Was he asleep? What was he doing?
I was asleep. But it's just like you said.
She
like
done got on her broomstick and went all the way to the house.
Girl, it's like you said, because girl, you be ready to shoot and fight.
But here's the thing. Yeah, I know, and that's true. But here's the thing. Ricardo said, know your worth and move on. But see, here's the thing. Here's what I know to be true. And I'm not a cheater. I've cheated once. I was 27. And I saw how...
So you cheated once, but you ain't a cheater.
No, because that's what I was saying a moment ago. Just because a person cheats. I've never cheated other than that. And I saw the way that it hurt him. That was Carrington, first book. I saw the way that it hurt him. And I just never want to cause that kind of pain on a person again. And here's what I was thinking just the other day. I'm a good person, and anybody that I'm involved with at that level, I believe to be a good person too. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hurt a person that's good, that has a good heart. And cheating on them would hurt them, so I wouldn't want to do that, right?
I feel you. Go
but
ahead,
here's the thing.
It's going to lead to what I'm going to say.
Right. But I was just thinking the other day, there are 7 billion people in the world. What are the chances that I'm the only person that you're going to be attracted to? And let's say that we're together for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. And let's just say you sleep with somebody else. That doesn't mean that you really want to leave me. You still may want to spend your life with me, but that animalistic thing just kind of happened. And I just believe that monogamy has been this system that's been put on us. And we've all been trying to achieve this idea of monogamy. But I don't believe monogamy comes natural to every single person. Now, I'm a monogamous person. That doesn't mean that I don't see people and that I'm not attracted to them. But monogamy doesn't come instinctively to everybody. And so I like to believe that if I was in a relationship with somebody and they happened to cheat, that I could be courageous enough to love them past that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because and this just happened the other night on Pose, and I kind of hinted to this last night when I was talking about it right before I got off the live. Ricky and whatever the other boy's name, the 2 dancers, and Ricky was like, really, listen, I want to start over. Let's try again. Let's start over. I really wanted them to, I wish they had written that they got back together, because I think there needs to be some sort of a redemptive quality in television or in movies so that we, the viewers, can say, you know what? Maybe people do deserve a second chance. And I'm not saying be a fool. I'm not at all saying be a fool. But what I'm saying is, what are the chances that, the person that you're with isn't going to be attracted to another person?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that they want to leave you and don't want to be with you. But again, that's just something that you just have to kind of to weigh. And so I kind of feel like, in theory, I know that I should be able to work through that. Mm-hmm. If they're saying to me, listen, I still want to be with you, da-da-da-da. But I don't know if I'm made of that.
I get it. Now I'd have cheated. I'd have been cheated on.
But wait, let me say this. I'm sorry.
Girl, go ahead.
But I also think that sometimes cheating can be a benchmark in your relationship. It really can fortify your relationship, and it can really grow your relationship.
Grow. You
know what I'm saying? I don't know. So my thing is, you could leave that relationship. So to Ricardo's point, you could leave that relationship because he said once a cheater, always a cheater. But you could very well go to another relationship and they could cheat too.
And you just gonna be jumping.
Right.
And it's also the type of people that you attract.
Right.
You may just attract cheaters.
Girl, if y'all don't block Gwendolyn, where my moderators in here? Go ahead and block Gwendolyn. What is she talking about? Girl, she'll be talking about Leviticus. Girl, get off my live. That nonsense. But yeah, so what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
Oh yeah, but it's a part of time with a point in time in life where you just come to. Have you ever just want to be with one person. Like, I cheated before.
Mm-hmm.
Cause hell, I was cheated on. I done cheated. You know, I did it. But now the person I'm with now, I don't see. Like you said, you can't see that person hurt, or you can't see. When I say I felt, I really did feel that, cause I don't see the things that I have did in the past. I can't do it to this person, cause I know how it feels. So I just can't see myself.
And it's a part of growing.
Right. And I just can't see it. So I mean, I feel where you was coming from when you said that.
Carolyn just said, if he or she cheated with you, you can rest assured that they would cheat on you. And that was one of the things that allowed me to get away from Rocky, the second book. Because he used to say to me, Craig, I'm not a cheater. I'm only cheating with you because I'm attracted to men and I'm married to a woman. He said, but if I was in a relationship with a man, I wouldn't be cheating with you. And I used to want to believe that. And I'm like, So I had to get out of there. Yeah, I'm giving out tools tonight. Let me give you one, divine feminine energy. But I had to get out of there. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. What did Amina say? Amina said, answer me, Craig. Let me go back and see what she said.
I was trying to look and see.
Okay, Craig, under what conditions does a person get a second chance for cheating? Well, here's the thing. I think that if a person is cheated and they really, really are actively, but it's really going to be up to you to try to separate your feelings and really kind of see their effort. They're going to have to really, really do the work. And that doesn't mean grovel and beg and do all of that. But what I'm saying is they're going to have to really put in the work. And I mean, like, if y'all need to go to counseling, if every time you ask questions about who he was cheating with, if it means he needs to answer them, or if it means you need to see his passcode, whatever it means to satisfy your curiosity, he needs to be very, very much so obliging. You know what I'm saying? Not to the point that you crazy, but I'm just saying he needs to be willing to work with you. But I just think that you got to get to the root of why the person cheated.
I tell.
Oh, I need to move. They told me I need to move.
You need to be everything for your man or your woman. You need to be their hoe, they slut, they lover, they friend, they
that was the point that so Amina just said, but does that really address what the behavior is about? That's what I just said. So you really need to get to the root of why they cheated.
Yeah. And
that's where I think the counseling can come in. Like you really got to get to why they did it. And that's, again, this television show, Dr. Foster, the husband was cheating. And the alcoholic said to her, he said, sons are their father, because she was concerned that her son would grow up to be like the father. And he said to her, he said, sons are their fathers. He said, my father was an alcoholic. He was addicted to scotch, and look at me. And so, and I don't know if I completely agree with that, but it just made me kind of think. You understand? What advice can you give me to trust a man again? Ooh.
Fighting through your insecurities.
Yeah, you really need to
fight through your insecurities.
Yeah, what is it that? Here's what I would say to Carlene. Here's what I would say. What I've learned is, because even with LTR, like, I think part of it comes with getting older too. Because I used to be really panicky when I was younger.
Go ahead.
When I was younger.
When you was younger.
But what I will say is, I've now adopted this whole mantra and this way of living that every single thing that happens in my life, it's happening for me. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. And it's all designed to grow me. So even if he leaves or he cheats or something happens in my life outside of the relationship, everything is designed to grow me. And it's my job to figure out what the lessons are.
Right.
So you can't be in a relationship barely breathing. You can't be in a relationship taking these quick breaths, waiting for the iron to drop. That's how I was in my relationship with Carrington. I used to be so nervous and afraid that he was going to cheat, or that it was going to end, or things weren't going to work out, that I wasn't even enjoying the moment. I couldn't even really enjoy the moment. And I say often, and I'm not a person that lives in regret, and I'm not a person that says or feels like I should go back and start over with him again. That's not how I feel with Carrington. But what I will say is, the things that I know now at 43, I wish I had those things when I was 27, when I was with him, because I would be a different person with him, and I would have been a better person and a better partner. And that's why I say now, I love well now, because I'm gonna love you with every bit of me. If I'm in it with you, I'm gonna love you with every bit of me. Because if it doesn't work, I want you to walk away feeling that shit.
Right.
That motherfucker gave me the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that I gave my best
My all, right.
to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how I want to love. Somebody asked something.
Girl, we're gonna answer one or two
One
more
more
questions.
Right, because you got to go.
Because girl, I got to go, girl. You know.
So Lillian said, I cheated because my man never made me climax the whole 5-year relationship. See, Lillian, I don't think you should have cheated. You should have just left the relationship. You should have just left the relationship. See, that's my thing too. And not to pick on you, Lillian, because I was this way too. I never cheated because of anything like that. But with Carrington, I didn't have the emotional intelligence to say to him, listen, it hurt my feelings when you did this, or it bothered me when you did that. Instead, I cheated. But see, that has more to do with you than it does with him. Because I didn't have the emotional intelligence or the emotional maturity to say what I needed to say to fix the relationship or to adjust it, to make adjustments. A friend of mine said to me, a good friend of my friend Danielle said to me, no relationship is going to be perfect, right? But it's just like kitchen cabinets. When you buy kitchen cabinets, they may not fit perfectly when you first hang them. But that doesn't mean you throw the cabinets away.
Right.
You take them down, you sand the wall, you sand the back of the cabinets, and then you make little adjustments. And then you rehang them. But you don't throw them away because they don't fit perfectly the first time. So the same is true with like relationships. No, like nobody's gonna come packaged.
What year asked me?
Oh my God, see, that's why I'm not answering her questions. Like, why is she even answering? No, Keon and I have never had oral sex. Like, seriously?
No.
But anyway, nobody's gonna come perfectly.
Right.
So I just, I think we have this idea that all relationships are supposed to come perfectly, and the person that you're supposed to be with is gonna come packaged exactly the way that you want them to be. Now you do have to have your boundaries. You understand? You need to have your boundaries, and you need to have what you need. But nobody's gonna, like when I say having a type is what keeps you single, I believe that. Oh, he got to be a certain height. Oh, he has to be a certain complexion. Color. No, those are types. But I think that it's okay. It's perfectly fine to have a certain caliber, to have a certain bar raised for what you need and how you need to be treated. Yeah, those are two different things.
I always say I set the bar, so anybody that you mess with after me, they're gonna have to do more.
That's why I say I love well. So if you walk away from this.
But that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I have to get home.
Keon has to get home. He has to work in the morning. Amen. Praise God. Yes, Danielle ASB, I think it's important to ask for what you want, because a part of taking care of yourself is telling people what you need. That's at your job, that's in your family, that's in your relationship. A part of taking care of yourself is telling people what you need. Some of you think that, taking care of yourself is going to get a haircut or going to the salon or getting your nails done, pampering yourself. That's not taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is telling people what you need. Amen. So listen, have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. One book is $20, 236, 354. The Cash App is The Writer. The Zelle is bookthewriter@gmail.com. All of the information that you need is at craigthewriterstewart.com. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the share button. Thank you so much for being here. Is today Thursday?
Today Thursday.
Tomorrow is $5 Friday night, niece. Tomorrow is $5 Friday. Bye.